recently the magazine that asked their subscribers about their feelings on the election. The results were staggering. Maybe I should read it some more. Out of 751 responses, 80% support McCain. Probably not surprising, but this one is. A full 74% of CEOs said that they actually fear the consequences of an Obama presidency. They're not just a little concerned about it or hesitant, they fear it. By the way, another president who was feared by business was FDR, and it was during the dawn and the long, endless years of the Great Depression. For all of the bad press, the CEOs in this survey are the people who create jobs and wealth in this country. They're the people who have to, at night, decide, are we going to open a new processing plant in your town, or are we going to move it to India? They're the people who decide whether to start a new division or close an existing one. They're the people who are fearful that the fruits of their labor and yours will be taken away by a man who believes that handing a man a fish is a better idea than teaching him how to do it himself. J.P. Donelon is editor-in-chief of Chief Executive Magazine. J.P., the survey that you've just done, fear, that's a pretty strong word, isn't it?
Yes, it is, but it's appropriate because the CEOs have been absorbing the policy pronouncements of Barack Obama for the past 6 to 8 months. We've been polling CEOs since February on various presidential policy issues. And in September, I think some of their thinking crystallized, and they've come to the realization that the policies of this person are not only anti-growth, but they're redistributive, and as you said in your opening remarks, there are no really incentives for business people to start businesses, expand businesses, create jobs.
What makes you say that? Let me play devil's advocate here. What makes you say that? He says 95% of Americans are going to get a tax cut. He says that he's got all kinds of stimulus packages and all kinds of ideas to help grow the economy. What makes you say that that's not true?
Yes, that 95% figure is very beguiling, but it can't be true because if you look at the numbers, 1% of the taxpayers in this country pay something like 68% of the taxes, and the bottom 13% of taxpayers pay 3% of federal taxes. And it's the latter group that Obama thinks needs relief. Well, what he doesn't say in that 95% tax-free group is that a great deal of the scheme involves giving a quote-unquote tax break to people who don't pay taxes.
Right.
So, in fact, it is not a tax relief. It is more properly understood as welfare, or at least a transfer payment.
Let me go to, real quick, the CEOs grade the candidates on issues here. The energy policy, Barack Obama got a C-, McCain got a C+. Economic fiscal policy, D+ for Obama, B- for McCain. Tax policy, D and B-. Let me just real quick go up to the energy policy, C- and C+. Neither one of these guys is really good on energy, and energy is going to play a huge role in any recovery that we have.
Indeed it will, and I think that one of the reasons why McCain didn't score higher is that his support for nuclear was somewhat tepid, and also he has been not supportive, let's say, drilling in Anwar. And most CEOs feel that what we need to do is push on everything. Certainly renewables are important, but renewables are not going to get us to where we need to be. Okay. And all these other things, we need to not only have more oil to transition, but we need other sources such as nuclear.
Okay, JP, thank you very much. Now, 3 weeks from today, we are going to learn